So a little bit of a trim, but I don't like blunts at the end. We need movement around my face. I usually wear it on the side. I never wear mid part. So I was thinking like a side fringe, and I do like when I wear my hair like this, pieces brushing on my shoulder and down here. And I also like to wear it like up, sort of like 90s put up, but I want pieces like all around, you know, that fall. But this is like the shortest besides this piece. So something, you know. And I don't want, I've had it like razored before, and it was like all...
I do not even allow razor in my salon, so anything to do with razor is not even allowed in my salon.
Okay, cool.
How much from the length?
Whatever. Not more than like a fist.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay.
It grows very
Because
long.
the minute that you need to start introducing a bit of movement here, that means I'm going to work on this part. The thing is, when this part shifts higher and I try to connect it with the length, if I keep the length too long, then I will end up with a very thin ends.
Oh, yeah.
That's why usually I do ask the client to allow me to cut. So this is okay for you?
Yeah.
More, less?
As much as makes sense.
Okay.
So.
Because imagine this is shifting up this way. This is how we can figure out me and you the best solution. I mean, you're wearing black, so which is not ideal for me. Because I don't mind to do that when the hair is quite thick, but when I'm limited to the thickness, then I have to be sure my rounded shape at the front doesn't affect what's going on the ends.
Okay.
This is going to be shifted higher, almost to here.
Okay, cool.
All right, regardless of how much shorter I'm going to go there. So over here, if I remove almost this much, so we're talking about this length.
Yeah. That's good.
And then I will end up rounding the shape.
Okay.
So logically,
okay.
so yes, it looks like too much, but we need it to keep thickness toward the ends.
Okay. That's fine.
Otherwise, the work will be at the front. And if you want me to connect it with the length, then I cannot do that. The minute I do that, you're going to tell me I'm left with a very thin ends, and the back is going to look like a V shape.
Okay.
Because what happened with people with a V shape, it's not just the way how you cut it from the back. It's the way how you add a very steep layers, but when you bring it back, that's when you have that V shape. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in order to keep the back looking full, I need to keep a rounded shape. But a rounded shape, when you bring it forward, doesn't allow me to give this much of layers.
Okay.
So if I want to combine both, that means I have to shift the length a little bit shorter, so I can have at the back a rounded shape and the head looks fuller, and at the front a good amount of face framing, plus whatever we're going to be doing over here. Okay? Now, one thing you have to keep in mind, you mentioned earlier, because of the shape of the face, you like the hair to be framing the face over here.
Yeah.
But that's not going to help much.
Okay.
Because the minute we shift the head to look all the way to here, it's going to just hang.
Okay.
So if the hair at the front is actually sitting on your body, below the shoulder, not above the shoulder, it's going to look much better than shifting it higher. The minute we shift those layer higher, it's just going to hang. Then your face will look like you got more of a taller face.
Okay.
So we have to be careful with that.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
If you like something over here that's shorter, I don't mind, but we shouldn't go aggressive with connecting this with that.
Okay.
So basically what's going to happen, this is going to look short the way how we like it. Then the connection will be barely visible between this and that, because I want to keep those long. I don't want to shift them too short.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Okay. How short do you want this?
So I used to have it like around like this.
Okay, that much short.
Yeah. But also I don't really wear my hair straight very often. My hair's not straight, it's quite wavy.
Okay,
So I
how
usually
much
put
wavy?
Like it goes frizzy, it's not like very defined curls,
Okay.
but it goes out and it's short now.
Okay,
Yeah. And I usually put like retro waves. You'll see a lot of shorter pieces in my hair because I had COVID 4 times.
Oh, okay.
And it was like I lost so much
lost a lot
hair.
of hair,
But
okay.
it is growing. So.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because you do like to take it always on the side, which is great. I always encourage clients to do that.
Okay.
And you do have a little bit of flat head here.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with whatever short piece I'm gonna do here. I will introduce a very narrow, skinny layer there, and I'm gonna go pretty short with it. all the way to here.
Okay, cool.
So now when you leave it, I know you flip it on the right. Yeah, so instead of
Okay, I
having it
see.
long like
Yeah.
that, you're gonna have all that lift.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you can do it right and left, however you like.
Okay.
And I will not connect it with the rest of the hair. The minute I connect it, we end up with the choppy layers, then it's gonna require more styling and
Okay.
more maintenance at home.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it just the way how it is now. Then we wash, blow dry, then I will cut after that
cool.
one more time. Okay. So the haircut is 650 dirham plus the VAT. All right, okay, let's get you ready. Yeah. Okay.
It looks so much better.
I mean, I managed to remove a good amount.
Yeah, but it's still long.
Okay, look at this beauty of those.
Oh, I love
So what I did, I worked really a lot on those connecting area to give you as much framing as I can without losing much of the thickness at the bottom. At the meantime, the layer that I added on the top here, you're gonna love it because your hair was really like over here was really long. Now because you flip it all the way to,
Yeah.
can you try?
So I literally have my hair like this. I
Okay.
go like this and then I pull it forward. And I have, I want this thing, but it was always a bit long.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because you had a small thing here,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden this is long. Now it's all connected on the top to give you that feeling.
Yes.
But at the same time, the width of a layer on the top, it's very skinny, so it doesn't leave a mark or doesn't leave a disconnecting area.
Okay.
How's the length?
Perfect.
Yeah? Still long?
Yes,
Good.
yes. But it looks so much healthier.
It does. I'm gonna need you to stand up, please, so we can
Okay.
check it together. Okay, over here.
Easier to move. I love this piece in the front.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it complements your,
Yeah.
the shape of
It's
your face and
softer.
yeah, much soft.
I feel like I'm not dragged down. So.
Can you put your hand through a little bit? That's it.
This is so much better. I wish I did it earlier.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, what's wrong with me?
You
How
should
come
have
I'm
waited.
looking so heavy?
When's the last time you
lately?
said you came to us?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Gosh, you waited a long
I
time to come
know.
back. Right, now we are here.
Yeah.
You look great. Thank you.
you so
look
much.
amazing.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome.